Hey guys, okay, so today we're going to talk about the bony thorax. So that is going to include his sternum, his ribs, and his 12 thoracic vertebrae. So those encase very important structures, very important organs, his heart, his lungs, all of this that's inside this cage, this cavity. Okay, starting anteriorly, everyone go to your jugular notch, that little dipped in region here. Okay, so that jugular notch is there. This is part of the manubrium. So if you go down inferior to that, you'll feel a little ridge running transversely. That is the manubriosternal joint. Sternomanubrial, manubriosternal joint. It's a little ridge that kind of juts out. You might be able to palpate that. And then this section at B is your body of the sternum, and then the tip of it for the attachment of muscles, abdominal muscles, right? That is your xiphoid, Xyphoid, xiphoid process, okay? Notice that these structures are cartilages. So these are costal cartilages. And if you remember what type of cartilage that is, hyaline cartilage. Hyaline cartilage is your cartilaginous connection. If you look like this, they are flat to match up with the ribs. So if I had a rib here, notice on the end, it looks kind of flat. These are flat bones. Remember your spongy bone sandwich. Okay, so they're going to, I don't know which one this, oh, they were upside down. Okay, I don't know which one this belongs to, but you'll see that that flatness comes together there, okay, at a joint. So that actually is a joint. So there's mobility there. When you're inhaling and exhaling, those bucket handles of the ribs go up and down. I mean, not noticeably, but they're moving. Okay, so the ribs starting at the very first rib, at the superior border of this thoracic cavity, this bony thorax, looks like a little hook right there. Okay, these are flat bones, like I'm pinching that. You can see its cartilaginous connection to the manubrium. All right, and so it starts at vertebral level T1. So you can see that the head, the neck, that little tubercle is connected, articulating at the first thoracic vertebra right there. Then this would be your second rib, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11, and 12. Okay, so following them around, notice that 11 and 12 do not have cartilage connected, do they? They don't go very far. They're just bordering the posterior aspect, kind of protecting your kidneys back there and dorsal structures. But all these other ribs have a cartilaginous connection. So let's go through them. Rib 1, rib 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We call these true ribs. So the first 7 pair of ribs are true ribs because they have their own direct costal cartilage connecting directly to the sternum. Whereas ribs 8, 9, 10, those cartilages kind of unite and indirectly route to the sternum there. Okay, so they kind of join with the 7th cartilage. And once again, 11 and 12, those ribs do not have any cartilage. Okay, so they do not wrap around the front. So all of this would be abdomen, the superior border of it, of course, your diaphragm muscle running transversely like this. Okay, so looking at a closer view of those vertebrae posteriorly, you can see that those ribs, when the vertebrae move, the ribs move. So there's a lot of movement here when we're inhaling to enlarge or expand that thoracic cage to allow air to come in and fill our lungs. And then when we exhale, the ribs move downward, and when it forces with increased pressure, it's going to force that air out of the body. Okay, so even all the way down to the 12th vertebra, or 12th thoracic vertebra, I have that rib connecting. Okay, so that is my bony thorax, and most people have 12 pair of ribs connecting, and that's your bony thorax. All right, guys, next time we're going to start with the pectoral girdle, and that's going to be the shoulder joint. All right, but that's enough for today. Good job, guys.